And that one is so gritty and beautiful and in stark contrast to the rest of the issue that was another bone of contention on the internet. Personally, I thought the stories were pretty.
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro. Alright, what you got?
Alright, so my picks this week, I got Multiversity Teen Justice.
Boom.
Dark Crisis, which I did
Number
read.
one, I haven't read it yet. I got it at home.
I'll chit chat about it.
Okay. No, you can. I don't care. This is for the fans.
DC Pride, of course.
Which one is this? Like a new? Don't they?
Yeah, every year.
Has it already been a year since the last one?
Yeah, it's June, man. This is my
Wow.
month. All right, this is it. It's all right here. The L, the B, the G, the T, the Q, the I, the A, the extra Q, everything. The twin spirits. I mean, I don't know how far I'm gonna go with it. I'm an LGBTQIA plus person. I feel like at a certain point the rainbow is supposed to encompass everything. That's who I am. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Oh my God, I'm that guy. Oh my God, Jesus. Now I'm Seinfeld. There's nothing wrong with it. Period.
Jerry.
Flashpoint. I don't have number 1. I have number 0 and I have number 2. I got to figure out what's going on in this book. And of course, I picked up the other cover of Crisis because it looks amazing.
Yes.
All right. Should I talk about the little bit that I did read?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get right to the meat. This thing. So, before I even read it, it was simply in my hot little hands, and already the internet was upset about this issue. The Superman story, the John Kent Superman, it's the son of Kal-El Superman, I have to emphasize, right? So like, he picks up Robin, and Robin's like, I got smoke bombs, I got an EMP, and he's like, what are you doing? Leave all that stuff behind. He's like, we're not trying to end Pride, he's like, we're trying to celebrate it. And he goes, Pride started as a riot. And he goes, yeah, are you talking about Stonewall? It's like, that was ages ago. It's like, it's been a party ever since. Now, Pride is not simply about a party every freaking year. So that is a bone of contention. Okay? Then they get to Superman's boyfriend. They hang out, they change clothes, and he's like, I got a cape for you for the Pride Parade. And and John's already feeling a certain kind of way about being Superman at the Pride Parade, and like thinking of his dad. He goes, no, your dad would be proud of you being your authentic self. You do it. So the boyfriend's cape is like every acknowledging like rainbow and stripe on it, right? But one of them kind of looks black and white, which would be the straight pride freaking flag, which of course the whole reason for its existence is disgusting. So that was one bone of contention for the internet. So that's 2 bones of contention. I'm gonna forgive the straight flag one as just the colorist didn't know what was going on or something like that.
Can you
I'm
explain
gonna give
that
it
real quick? Like, not detailed, but just like
okay,
briefly.
so
What
you
does
know
that
how
mean?
there's all those people, let's just say in the Twitterverse alone, who are like, I don't understand why we don't have straight pride. We're gonna have a straight pride parade. We'll have our own flag. They made a black and white flag.
I got you now.
Those
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
Because heteronormative living that's celebrated and acknowledged every single day of the year all over the planet, you need a pride parade for that.
Understood.
So, I can let that go, color issue, whatever. The fact that Pride was kind of like, oh, now it's like a party, I'm like, Superman Jr., no. I feel like that should have been covered. So that story, and most of the stories in here, are really kind of little stories about love, and they're really sweet. The Tim Drake story is, he's got this box, and like he's fighting these 2 supervillains who I'm not familiar with, and they're like, there's a clue to who Batman is in this box, and like it's a whole thing. And in his narration, he's thinking about how special his new relationship is with his boyfriend, right? And he finally gets to the park. It's like Central Park, but I guess it's Gotham, right? And he meets him for Pride. He's like, oh, I brought you a gift, and in it was a Happy First Pride cake. But like the corner's all bashed up because he was fighting supervillains on the way, right? So like really sweet. So all the stories are kind of sweet. Green Arrow Connor Hawke's story is about being asexual and trying to explain it in a letter to his mom while he's battling Music Meister. And then Robin is like, dude, like, it's better to tell your mom in person. And he's like, do you have any information? He goes, oh, Music Meister gave me a name. And to be continued in Robin number 15. So they're going to go find Connor Hawke's mom. But all the stories are sweet. Aquaman's story is another like love story. And there's nothing wrong with Pride being about love, because Pride is about a lot of things. It's about love. It's about sacrifice. It's about safety. It's about history. It's about celebrating celebrating yourself, remembering the trailblazers, continuing the fight for equality, all of these things. But the last one is Kevin Conroy's story about like him being gay and becoming the voice of Batman, and that one is so gritty and beautiful and in stark contrast to the rest of the issue that was another bone of contention on the internet. Personally, I thought the stories were pretty nice. I'm a little miffed about the Superman one, but you know, and that was Devin Grayson. She's really great and a wonderful ally and all that, so I felt like, who knows, maybe in editing, I don't know. But the Kevin Conroy one, amazing. You will see clips of it on the internet forever, and Kevin Conroy already made a couple of videos about it and how like he's enjoying the public reception. It's only been like 24 hours. So yes, I still say it's worth picking up. I think it's worth picking up for Kevin Conroy's story alone, because I think people who really just do not understand gay people, queer people, anything, I think that is the most personal story in here that could squeeze an ounce of compassion out of you. So, that, and this was a great, fun first issue. The only thing about, my only commentary on this, because I'm going to keep it short because not everybody's read it, is it was too much about John Kent Superman trying to form a new Justice League.
Wait a minute. That's not a reprint of Crisis on Infinite Earths?
No, this is the variant cover. This is one of the variants. It's a Crisis on Infinite Earths variant.
But what is that?
It's Dark Crisis number 1.
Dark Crisis. Okay, gotcha.
So it was too much about that and not enough about what's actually going on. We know there's like a wave of evil that's going to happen. The only wave of evil is that Deathstroke launches a massive assault on the Titans. And one of the popular Titans might have even died in this issue, which is upsetting to me. But it was a very good first issue. The only thing is, it didn't, other than the Deathstroke thing, the rest of it didn't quite feel like a crisis. It was just like, oh, these are uncertain times, and Superboy's like, join me, because these are uncertain times. The world needs a Justice League, and. Can I spoil a small moment?
Yeah, go.
So he's like going back and forth with Black Adam, and Black Adam's like, Kandak needs me. He's like, and you are wrong. The world doesn't need a Justice League, but it needs heroes. And he's like, and they need a strong leader. And he's like, and that's not you. He's like, and then he goes, and I think you know who it is. And like right on the next page, it's Nightwing giving a speech. So I figured that'll be very nice, and hopefully that's the way they're going to go quickly. And then there's the whole Titans thing, and then of course Pariah being like, I'm going to use the death of the Justice League to launch my Dark Crisis, right? And I'm like, okay, Pariah, like, I'm really trying to take him seriously as a villain, but like, it's hard. But it didn't have that Crisis quality I was looking for. In Infinite Crisis number 1, like, there's like immediately, like, you're watching the Earth 3 world die, like the wave is coming and destroying it. The crime syndicate is actually acting heroically, trying to save their planet. That's a great intro. We don't have that here. We don't get that towards the end until the Titans thing, and even then it's Deathstroke launching a massive assault. But I look forward to it being more interesting. I mean, Williamson's a good writer. It's still like a good story. I just wish I had a Crisis feel to it. Infinite Crisis had a Crisis feel to it. You open with the Watchtower has been destroyed. It blew up, right? And Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are there looking at the debris, wondering what happened. And you've got like the freedom fighters, down below on Earth, and like Uncle Sam, who's like the power of America, is like, something very bad is happening up there, and they're getting the light beat out of them. They're getting the crap beat out of them, and when I say the light beat out of them, Human Bomb, every time he connects, he makes an explosion, and Bizarro just keeps punching him until there's no more lights. You know, that was a tremendous opening act. And there we go. That's all my raving for this.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Thank you for joining us on New Comic Book Day, guys, and for watching and subscribing and following on the TikTok, on the Instagram, on the YouTube. We love you guys. More content to come. Shout out to Franklin. He's not here right now. And the whole crew that is not here right now. This is just partial of our cast du jour. And for all you other shows out there, we're coming for you. We are the rejects that you did not want on your shows. And now we have bonded together.
Wait, no, we're the
Be afraid.
we're the rejects from the shows that fell apart.
We're the rejects from the shows that fell apart. No, we're not.
No, we are, because my shows all fell apart.
You didn't start one yet.
Are you talking? What are you talking about? This is like my 4th one.
Well, this is the beginning of a new,
Yeah.
new life. This is the beginning of a new life.
For me, it's a new beginning. So thank you for this brave new world that we're entering. Okay, there, buddy.
Yeah.
My first time ever.
I mean,
so
I mean,
ad-libbing as I go.
I like it better that we're like the leftovers that got together to make their own thing. Like, that's my take on it. I don't need to come after anybody else. I got what I want.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, how does Sam feel about having spin-offs already? I mean, we need to.
Listen, we got Cliff's Corner,
Yep, Franklin's Finds.
Paul's Picks,
Paul's Picks.
Franklin's Finds, Sam's Stash. I'm labeling you Anthony's Analysis.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but Anthony doesn't give a deep analysis, though.
We got to make up
Yeah.
one for Sean Diggy here. And
Bare bones
Steve's
cinema.
got, huh?
Bare bones.
No, we're doing alliteration here. The Sean's what? You know what I mean? Sean's seen something. We'll come up with it.
Sure.
But-
In the works.
Anyway, thank you guys. Shout out to Anthony and Alternaverse for making this all possible. We'll talk to you guys soon. This is Council Comics. Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro.